Hello, wine drinking people. Today is Friday, the 6th of January. Getting back to the what I drank yesterday part of the show, which kind of got away from us the end of last year. You know, we changed it up. We were doing it after each email, trying to do it as quickly as possible to keep things relevant so the products were available to you, wine drinking people, if you wanted to order them. And then we added it into one email. We got done every couple of weeks, and we missed I apologize, you suppliers. They came by the last part of the year, in late October. We never got around to reviewing the wines. But this year, we're going to add it back on to our email every day, and then we're going to highlight wines that we find that are killer. You know, most people don't understand my rating system. I love that I've confused a lot of our readers, but you got to read the reviews and look. We only have a 7-tier system. It's not hard to understand. They're emphatic expressions with the top one is killer. So whenever we have a killer wine in the store, we're going to stop everything. We're going to do a review on the wine region, on the producer, so you guys can get the information as quick as possible. And this Bernhard Huber winery, when Bernhard walked in the door the other day, I was just blown away at these Pinot Noirs, some of the greatest Pinot Noirs that I have ever tasted from Germany. I mean, when I woke up in the morning, I definitely didn't think I was going to drink this killer Pinot Noir from Germany. That is why the Wine Watch is such a great job, because you never know who is going to walk in that door. That's why we take 3 appointments a day. We'll see anybody that walks in that door once or twice. They bring us good wines. We'll see them as often as they want to come by. These wines aren't cheap. They're about $120 a bottle for the single vineyards, the GGs, which is a new designation. There are only a few people that can call their wines GG, similar to Grand Cru in Burgundy. And, well, check out this information about the region of Baden. Flavio's put together a grape zone piece. Check it out.
Baden, Germany. Located in the southwest region of Germany, along with the Black Forest, Baden is the 3rd largest wine producing area in Germany. Baden has natural borders with the Rhine River to the west and Lake Castell to the south. A next door neighbor of Alsace, Baden is the only German wine growing region that belongs to the wine growing zone B of the European Union, thus having stricter requirements on the wines from Baden. Soil types. Numerous soil types exist in the region. It ranges from gravel, limestone, to clay. You'll also find volcanic stone and limeshell. An extinct volcano named Kaiserstuhl along the banks of the Rhine provides an area of richer soil. Glacier deposits in the south add diversity to the region. 16,371 hectares are under vine in Baden. While 40% of it is planted to Pinot Noir, 60%, the majority, is planted to white wine varietals. An interesting fact about the region of Baden: German residents are known to drink about 23 bottles of wine per year, while those in the Baden region see the increase to about 52 bottles of wine per year.
All right. Well, thank you. Valuable information, and very close to the Cotes De Nuits in Burgundy, only 3 hours away. In 2009, looks to be a killer vintage in this wine region, also just like in Burgundy. And the great thing about these wines is their immediate drinkability, which usually does not happen in a great vintage. And like I said, for German Pinots, I wouldn't know, but for Burgundy, yes. And these wines, very reminiscent of Grand Cru Burgundy. All right. Well, the first one, the Chardonnay. Bit ambitious on the price, $87, but man, this wine is all that. It's a bit too warm for Riesling in this region, so they grow Chardonnay. I don't know how many German Chardonnays I've ever had. Right at the beginning area of the Black Forest, a light smoky character to the nose, fresh apple and kind of pineapple with a flinty mineral note there, a little bit of vanilla spice. He does use some new barrique here, German barrique, German oak and French oak. Bernhard began his business, as I mentioned before, in 1987. He's been honing his skills ever since then, and has won several competitions in Burgundy even, with his wines tasted blind against the great wines of the Cotes de Beaune and the Cotes de Nuits. And, well, this is an entry-level wine for him, but like I said, wonderful concentration of flavors, and really lovely depth in this wine also. And if I had my eyes closed, I would think I was in Burgundy here. 700 years of history producing the Pinot Pinot Noir varietal. Malterdingen, the name of the town, actually synonymous with the Pinot Noir grape there. This Chardonnay, though, most excellent. The first Pinot Noir, his entry-level cuvee, the only one that's immediately available. A lovely smoky character to the nose, really complex, allspice, a little cinnamon, complement that cherry berry fruit, lovely bouquet, and really nice balance in this wine also, and lovely silky texture, one of the things we love about Burgundy and Pinot Noir, good freshness, and really Burgundian in nature. This is from the younger vines, 4 to 12 years old on the property. The Spat Burgunder, which also synonymous with Pinot Noir. The Alte Reben, which means old vines. This is 20 to 40-year-old vines. Very steep hillside vineyard, 60-70% Burgundy clones. And then they have their own selection of clones. As I mentioned before, they've been growing Pinot Noir here for 700 years. All right, really concentrated bouquet here with wonderful mineral and spice notes. Lovely intensity, almost like a Von Romanée Premier Cru like on the nose. Really nice floral notes there, an exotic spice. 2002, they changed the classification to allow this GG classification. Only 1% of the vineyards or less are classified, though, at the moment in Germany. And lovely concentration and depth of flavors on the palate with this wine. Again, great freshness and lovely spice and mineral notes and firm acidity holding things nicely in place. Most excellent juice for $87. Wow, like I said, as good as anything you'll get from Burgundy in that price range. 2009 Spat Burgunder, Bienenberg. I'm not German, folks. Okay, this is a GG wine, the very old vines, really small berries, and man, if you look at the hillside pictures we've provided you here, man, it looks like some of the steepest vineyard sites, well, the ones that I've ever seen. All right, this wine used to be labeled R in the past, which meant reserve, even though it didn't say reserve on it. Everybody knew that. But lovely black raspberry, black cherry fruit here. Almost liqueur-like in concentration on both of these wines. A nice smoky character to the bouquet. Black truffles. Very exotic. An explosion of flavors on the palate. Just stunning juice. Lots of spice. Maybe a shade less minerality showing in this cuvee than in the Sommerhalden. But loads of spice and flowers, really exotic and built for the long haul. Killer Pinot Noir. All right, and then the Sommerhalden, another single vineyard, RGG vineyard, totally close to the black, really close to the Black Forest here, and the temperature difference being a little bit more warm, so you get a little bit more fruit in this cuvee, a little more iron content in the soil also, really exotic floral nuance to the nose here, black spice, tar-like aromas, and really lovely toasty oak nuance, really lovely integrated oak in all of these wines. Lovely concentration level, well, suggests the very low yields that he gets out of these vineyards, and only 500 cases of each one of these GG reserve cuvées available. A host of fruit and spice showing on the tongue. Lovely smooth silky tannins here, firm acidity. Again, these wines built for the long haul, and dead ringers for Grand Cru Burgundy. Killer again, folks. All right, well, that's what we have for our killer wine segment. I'm your host, Andrew Lampisoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.